Welcome back to Auntie Things. We are here with a new series called Auntie Talks, where I'll be interviewing black artists and people of color in the community to promote the circulation of the black dollar. We are here at the Earth and Us farm, which I found out through the Miami Sea Share when I came to pick up some seeds to start my garden. They host the animal shelter, and also this serves as a local spot for people to come and drop off their compost. And we're going to be conducting our interview here because our good friend Ralph Jean usually performs in the space. So I told him, I was like, hey, let's head down over there and talk a little bit more about what you do. He's a visual artist, drummer, and fellow curator. So I'm gonna let him tell you guys what's up. Come, let's check it out. Look at all them chickens. I think it's a better view from this side. You're gonna teach me how to play one of these? Welcome to the Auntie Talk series. That's a good sign from the ancestors. And we are here at Earth and Us farm with
Saji Noir.
you already know, and he's gonna be teaching me how to play the drum.
Alright family, so there's basic 6 ways of touching the drum. So I'm gonna just show you the basics. And with this type of method, you can use it for any other type of percussion. So of course, the first one is bass. Bass open, there's a bass open. But don't forget, when you're hitting the drum, you're striking it. You don't wanna rest your hands while you hit the drum. So that would, pretty much muffle the sound. But there is a way to hit it bass close. And we like to say this technique, this finger hands technique, is more of like the turtle. You gotta shape your hands like a turtle.
I love turtle. So like this.
Yeah. So it's bass close, and there's tone, and there's muff, the opposite of tone. So you're muffing the sound. And clutch, that's the rim, and slap. Slap close, slap close.
You got this.
So okay, when it comes to the slap, the pressure, you feel it more on the tip of your fingers. Same thing with the muff. When you're doing the tone, your hands is more tilted. As you can see, it's more tilted a little bit upwards. But when you're doing the tone, the pressure is more on your fingers. The muff is more pressure on your fingers, on the tip of your fingers, of course. And the tone is more tilted upwards. And then you have the slap, which you also, and of course, whatever you do with your right hands, you got to do with your left hands. Slap close, yes, and slap open. Slap open is more of a flick, yeah. So those are the basics. And we also have like different techniques of bending the sound, like the I call this bending the sound. You take the peak of your fingers. In Creole we say piqué, but in English it's like you're poking the drum. Then you poke the sound and it bends it. And then another one of my favorite is siye. Swipe.
Oh, I remember you trying to teach me that at the first drum circle.
Yeah. So those are the basics. But I could give you this demonstration of one rhythm called Yanvalu, which is a rhythm that represents the water, and it comes from Dahomey. So it goes like this: bass, rim, bass, 1, 2, 3. Bass, rim, bass, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so with the 1, 2, 3 is a 3-stroke roll. So you're gonna go right, left, right, left, right. So yes. So bass, rim, bass, 1, 2, 3. Now to make it simple, let's just start off with only the bass and the rim. Pause. Bass, pause. Bass, pause. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
that's just the first half. In all music form, you have a time signature. This time signature is a 6/8 time signature, so you're counting 6 times within the 8-beat count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But
Okay,
for
guess
this,
what the mathematics.
yeah, that's music theory. So when you're striking the drum, I'm just giving you the first half to make it simple, because when you first start playing drums, you got to build a level of resistance and endurance of like striking and getting your hands used to going back and forth from, different rhythm patterns. So bass, rim, bass, bass, rim, bass, bass, rim, bass. Yeah. 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 You getting it? You getting it?
What can I ask you?
Go ahead.
Where you learn music theory?
Okay, well, for me, I had joined the marching band in high school. I was not one who was into school, and since like I was always struggling with literature, reading, and stuff like that, and I needed something that was hands-on that would get me intrigued into school, and the marching band was one of those things. I'm a visual artist too. I'm a painter. So that's something I'm always good at naturally. But when it comes to music, I started in the marching band. I was playing the tenor drum, and then ended up playing the snare drum.
Dope. And were those things that you learned here or in Haiti? Were you born in Haiti?
I was born here.
Or you were born
So
here?
I'm a child of Haitians, of course, Haitian descent. I was born here, but I also learned the rhythms here. I haven't gotten to Haiti until in my old age, in the 20s. So I've studied. I was pretty much not born and raised in the roots. I discovered it in my, after college. And so I was able to run into many different musicians, priestess, and they helped me on my journey and my research, whatnot. Not just anybody nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I could trust, someone who won't take advantage of me, someone who won't steer me wrong, and someone I could trust, in the sense of like just giving me the knowledge, the authenticity of the culture.
What kind of got you into start wanting to play the drum?
Well, I was always, for some reason, I was always intrigued with the drums, and just realizing like I just love black music, you know what I'm saying? It's just something about soulful music. And when I was joining the marching band, I didn't get a chance to go join the marching band in college. I always wanted to go to FAMU. So because I missed out on it, there was a void. So I ended up, looking for my research, doing my research. And
Why couldn't you play?
I ended up staying in Miami. I joined the church. I was really religious at a point in time, but I feel like,
Christian church?
Yeah, Christian. No, Christian church. Like Baptist. This was a non-denomination, and this was a part of my journey too, as in the sense of spirituality. And I feel like it was meant to happen because, I got deep in my scripture, and it still left me a curiosity in a sense of understanding like my spirituality, because I didn't see my face in Christianity. I didn't see the black expression. Matter of fact, I felt like it was being denied to a certain degree because there were certain situations that was happening. But besides that, it led me to the drums, and that's what really like ignited, my passion for the drums. And so I was in jazz band in college, and after college, I ended up going to, doing a drum circle, in North Miami, and then I started running into different musicians, somebodies, priest, and so on.
So you feel like playing the drums led you to your spirituality now, that is like, being part of the Voodoo drumming circles.
Yes.
Do you feel like the drums were something that connected you more to the Voodoo spirituality, or something that made you kind of discover that part of you?
Yeah, to me it was both. It was many things that was playing a role. Like I said, I feel like there was something missing in Christianity that was, I'll say, legalistic in some sense. It was whitewashed to a certain degree. But African spirituality, voodoo spirit, when I discovered it, I realized there was miseducation and miscommunication about it. And I understood that it was because of the legacy of white supremacy and this whole fabrication of history that made me realize, wow, there's a hidden history about my culture that is rich, that I need to discover myself. And so I dived in. I ran into the right people that that wouldn't take advantage of me trying to make money off of me. People that really see my passion and steered me to the right place. And it's just run into educators, spiritual leaders, and so forth.
Because of the drum, that's a beautiful thing. Is there anything else that you do other than play the drums?
I'm a visual artist. I'm originally a visual artist before I was a drummer. That's why I was always good at art. I had to do sculpting, painting, anything. I was in theater as well. I used to always build sets. I like drawing and painting on objects, different objects that I found that looks interesting. Whether it's a liquor store sign from a cardboard box, or just even a canvas, just a regular canvas.
You know what? I really like that you do the coconut, the paintings on the coconut.
Yeah, I paint also. Now I'm painting on coconut series or whatnot.
But was this something for your visual art background? Was this something that was in your family or something that you always did as a kid?
My brother, he know how to draw. My uncle's an architect. So I realized that talent, like being real good with my hands, is a family thing. All of us got those skills, that craftsman skills. So my aunt, she know how to play the drum set. So it's something rich in our culture, in my family.
That's awesome. And as far as your visual arts and your drumming, is this something you do as well professionally? Like, are there any services that you offer?
Yeah, I'm a professional drummer. Now I'm selling drums. Yes, selling drums. Tune them for you, and now I'm also design them, paint them for you. Do different designs, custom designs, and also I'm a visual painter, commissioned artist. Paint on murals, paint on walls, canvas. You know what I'm saying? So if you need your business to be painted, I can do those. Commission me, and I can do that for you.
Awesome. And talking about commissioning you, what do you think about Black artists being supported in the community? Like, do you think that there's something that needs to be changed as far as like how much support people of color are getting from their own communities?
Oh yeah, it's very important for you to get support from your own community because you represent your community. You are your community. And so for me, the circular economics is very crucial in my philosophy and understanding. And so I truly believe in circulating the economy within the Black community in order to sustain it, from the banks to home ownership to to just buying art. If you bought a home, you have an empty wall, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I can make that wall.
I love the advertising. That's awesome.
I can make that wall look dope.
Yeah.
And so it's important.
It's important. And what do you think could be a solution to try to get people more acquainted with, buying Black and supporting Black businesses?
Like this, just valuing the work of people that their craftsmen, their craft work or their services, and in supporting by giving that dollar. Focusing on where you spend your money. I think that's the true way to really supporting each other like business.
That's right. Is there anything else that you would want to share with my viewers as far as how we could make this world a better place?
Educate yourself. Reading is leading. For me, the only way I was able to discover and unveil the falsehood about my culture, it was really doing my research, not rushing into things, not just trusting anybody with my spirit, but really taking the time, asking Olodumare to guide me and to study. Just do your research. Be careful who you share your spirit with. Ashe.
So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of Auntie Talks. Behind the scenes. Look at all them chickens.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Bass tap, tap, bass rest. Yeah. Bass tap, tap, bass rest.